Yo, kind of remembering Lela. How about just some reflections on Grandma?
Reflections on Graham. Yeah, I know I'm not prepared for reflections on Graham. I don't know. I guess I will always remember her artistic, creative spirit. Even when she was not feeling well there at the apartment, she painted and they did the gallery showing of all her stuff.
Well, and I remember, even when we were little, she was like the Cub Scout leader and the Girl Scout leader, and we always did crafts. I mean, we had like tons of different crafts we did. I tried to do that with Ariana, but Mom put me to shame with all the craft things that she would come up with.
Yeah. I remember that when Dad was on sea duty, that she would go out and help hit ground balls for the Little League team and that kind of stuff. So she kind of filled in.
Well, and do you remember dinner? Whenever my dad had duty, he didn't like macaroni and cheese. So our standard meal was mac and cheese and applesauce and cucumber slices.
Do you remember the homemade applesauce with the pork tenderloin?
Oh, the best.
Every time, homemade applesauce.
Oh, and what about her cranberry, her cinnamon apples? She did the cinnamon apple slices. Those were really good.
And her feisty spirit, no matter what was going on, she had just so much spunk and spice, and it was always nice.
And when she was 80, she got herself a tattoo.
Yeah.
For her 80th birthday, it was
Of
a
a
ladybug
ladybug.
tattoo.
Yeah.
On
And then
her
she
ankle.
had to add to it because it was lonely. You had
Yeah.
to get a little touch up.
Although it's kind of cheating that she got it on the dead leg.
Right.
Yeah,
It doesn't
So it
really
didn't
count.
hurt. And that was the oldest person that
The guy who tattooed.
had ever tattooed on. Yeah. And she
Everybody commented on her tattoo.
And she drew it herself, of course.
Well,
And
the fact that she medaled in the Senior Olympics and
yes. Mixed doubles.
mixed doubles.
That's right, she did.
Mhm.
Great.
She always encouraged us to play sports and do our best and do art.
Go to graduate school.
Yeah.
She was certainly the most supportive grandparent.
Always.
She wasn't my grandparent, but I certainly loved over the years being in touch with her. I got to when I was 17 visit her in England, and she was just at home there. I think she must have been anywhere else. And anyway, she was a constant presence for me over the years.
You know, she
about
was.
your story. You should tell your story about what you used to do when you were little.
Oh, well, that I would go next door. In fact, I would slip out of my house. My mom didn't know where I was, so that I could go over next door and visit my very best friend. And she remembered that a lot, and it was really meaningful. So,
Okay.
yeah.
She did.
Yeah, and so that's why keeping in touch with her over the years was...
She did not expect to live as long as she did after Dad died. They were married for 52 years. And she often talked about how unfair it was that she had to be by herself all those years. And so now she's not anymore. So that's good.
Back with Grandpa.
You have what she wanted to say?
I have to go get it.
Okay.